Now, a new exhibition aims to show how the art world has responded to the global changes since the terror attacks in the United States on September 11, 2001. Age of Terror, Art Since 9/11 at London's Imperial War Museum brings together 40 artists from around the world whose works reflect on conflict and society since that day. Henry Ridgewell reports.
Images so familiar, yet still with the power to transfix, to horrify, and the exhibition curators hope to force reflection on all that has happened in the 16 years since 9/11. The exhibition opens with 912 front page by German artist Hans-Peter Feldmann, 151 newspaper front pages published the day after the terror attacks.
In the internet age, we're bombarded with images, and that feeds into how artists respond as well. And the fact that we're so readily informed about global events, and that the access to that information is so immediate, feeds into how artists research and how artists respond.
Several of the works are provocative. Fellow German Fabian Knecht wore a suit covered in dust that had been worn by a survivor of a suicide bomb attack in Iraq, and filmed himself walking through the streets of New York, an echo of the survivors of 9/11. British brothers Jake and Dinos Chapman aimed to address the continuation of violent conflict, using mounds of plastic Nazi figurines to evoke the World Trade Center Twin Towers. Indian artist Jitish Kalat offers a humorous take on the ubiquitous increased security checks since 9/11. Ai Weiwei, the Chinese artist who has faced constant persecution from Beijing, has a modern twist on the ancient marble sculpture with a model of a CCTV camera.
It gives the visitor a chance to take a moment of contemplation as they walk through the show, and it also reflects this continuing state of emergency that the world has been in since 9/11.
Among the most powerful works is this one by London-based Syrian artist Harer Sarkissian, who left his home country in 2008 and has watched from afar as Syria is consumed by civil war. Sarkissian constructed a perfect model of his Damascus family home, where his parents still live, and filmed himself destroying it with a sledgehammer.
Until now, I have this constant fear that something will happen. Whenever my parents call me, or they don't call me, I always start worrying. Because of this constant fear that I have in my head, I just wanted to break it. How to get rid of the fear with breaking the model, let's say.
Tragically for Sarkissian, life is imitating art.
After I did this video, the house was hit 4 times, and one of the times my parents were sitting and they're watching TV, and my father, all the windows were completely smashed, and my father, he was injured.
The curators hope the exhibition offers a modern update on the long relationship between conflict and art. Henry Ridgewell for VOA News, London.